Most people see a small, strong animal in a field and make the same quick mistake. They see short legs, a saddle, a thick neck, and a calm farm animal face, and they say, "That's a pony." But sometimes they are not looking at a pony at all. Sometimes that animal is a mule, and once you know the one clue that gives it away, you will never confuse them again. The clue is not the color. It is not the saddle. It is not even the size. The real clue is the body shape. A pony is built like a compact little power tank, short, round, thick, and close to the ground. A mule is built differently, longer, leaner, more angular, with a body that looks like it carries two animal stories at once. That one detail changes everything. Here is where the confusion begins. Most people think a pony is just a baby horse. It is not. A pony is a small type of horse that stays small even when fully grown. A baby horse is called a foal. A pony can be old, strong, trained, and fully adult while still being small. That is the first trap. Small does not mean baby, and small does not always mean pony. A mule is something else completely. A mule is not a pony breed. It is not a small horse breed. A mule is usually born from a male donkey and a female horse. That means it carries a mix of donkey and horse features. It can look horse-like from far away, but when you study the body, the ears, the face, and the movement, the truth starts to appear. The fastest way to solve the mystery is to step back and look at the whole animal. Not just the head, not just the ears, not just the height. Look at the shape from nose to tail. A pony usually looks rounded and packed with muscle. Its body is deep. Its legs look shorter compared with its body. Its neck is often thick. Its chest looks strong. The whole animal looks like a horse compressed into a smaller, sturdier version. A mule usually looks more stretched. Its body may look longer from shoulder to hip. Its legs can look longer under the frame. Its chest may look narrower. Its neck may look less thick than a pony's. Its back may look flatter. The whole shape feels more practical, more trail-built, more like an animal made for distance and hard ground instead of a round little horse. That is why body shape reveals the truth. A pony looks compact. A mule looks blended. A pony looks like a small horse with a thick body. A mule looks like a horse-donkey mix with a longer frame. Once you notice that difference, the confusion starts to fall apart. Now, look at the ears, because this clue is famous for a reason. Ponies have horse-like ears. They are pointed, alert, and expressive, but they usually fit the head in a balanced way. Mules often have longer ears because donkeys have long ears, and that feature often passes strongly into the mule. If the animal has tall, long, donkey-like ears, you should immediately suspect mule. But here is the mistake most people make. They look at the ears alone. Long ears are a strong clue, but they are not the whole case. Some ponies can have ears that look large because their heads are small. Some mules can look more horse-like from certain angles. A photo can hide the real proportions. A winter coat can make the body look thicker. A saddle can cover the back. That is why the best animal detective uses more than one clue. Body first, ears second, face third, movement last. That is the real 5-second test. Now look at the face. A pony's face usually looks horse-like. Depending on the breed, it may be short, broad, soft, and rounded. Many ponies have full forelocks, thick manes, and a gentle little horse expression. A mule's face often carries a donkey signal. It may look longer, narrower, and more serious. The muzzle may look less rounded. The eyes often look watchful and thoughtful. And when that face sits under long ears, the mule clue becomes very strong. Still, the face can trick you. Some ponies have longer faces, some mules have very horse-like heads, but the full body is harder to hide. A pony's body usually says compact strength. A mule's body usually says hybrid endurance. Now let's talk about size, because size is the biggest reason people get fooled. People think it is small, so it must be a pony. But that rule fails quickly. Ponies are small, yes, but mules can be small too. A mule's size depends on the size of its parents. If the horse mother is small and the donkey father is small, the mule may also be small. So, a small mule can stand near a pony and confuse almost everyone. This is why you should never identify the animal by height alone. A small animal in a field could be a pony, a young horse, a donkey, or a mule. The body shape gives you better evidence. Is the animal round, thick, short-legged, and horse-like? That points toward pony. Is it longer, narrower, more angular, and carrying donkey-like clues? That points toward mule. A pony is not just small. A pony is proportioned differently. It often has a deep barrel-shaped body, strong shoulders, sturdy legs, and a thick neck. Many ponies look like they were built to survive rough weather and limited food. Their bodies feel tough and efficient. They are small, but they are not weak. A mule can be powerful too, but its power has a different look. It often appears leaner and longer. It may not have the same round, heavy pony body. It can look like an animal built to carry, climb, and keep going. The mule's shape often reflects endurance more than compact roundness. That difference comes from their history. Ponies developed as small horses in different parts of the world. Many lived in harsh places where a big body was not always useful. Cold islands, rough hills, poor grazing land, and hard climates shaped many pony types into tough, hardy animals. They learned to survive on less. Their bodies became strong, thick, and efficient. Mules have a different story. Humans created mules because they wanted an animal that could combine the strengths of a horse and a donkey. Horses brought size, strength, and riding ability. Donkeys brought toughness, careful feet, hardiness, and caution. The result was an animal famous for work, travel, farming, hauling, and difficult trails. That is why a mule's body can look like a living compromise. Not fully horse, not fully donkey, something in between. Longer ears, strong legs, tough hooves, a steady mind, and a body made for work. That is the hidden story written in the shape. Now here is the surprising part. Both animals can be clever, but they often show intelligence differently. Ponies are famous for being smart, social, and sometimes mischievous. A pony can learn where the feed is kept. It can learn how to open a weak gate. It can test a rider. It can act innocent and still know exactly what it is doing. Many ponies are gentle and loving, but they are not toys. They are strong animals with big personalities. Mules are also extremely intelligent, but their intelligence often looks more cautious. A mule may stop before crossing unsafe ground. It may refuse to move if it senses danger. People sometimes call that stubborn, but often it is self-preservation. A mule thinks, it remembers. It does not always panic quickly, but it also does not blindly obey if it feels something is wrong. This behavior difference matters. A pony often acts like a small horse. It can trot, canter, buck, play, graze, follow a herd, and respond to training like a horse. A mule often carries more donkey-like caution. It may move steadily, pause before danger, and protect itself strongly if frightened. That does not make one better than the other. It makes them different. Now ask the question everyone loves to ask. Which one is stronger? The answer depends on the animal, but both are stronger than they look. A pony can pull carts, carry small riders, and work hard for its size. Its compact body gives it surprising power. A mule can carry loads over long distances and handle rough ground with amazing steadiness. Its strength is often tied to endurance, balance, and careful movement. If a pony is a compact engine, a mule is a careful working machine. The pony's body is round strength. The mule's body is steady endurance. That is the real difference. Which one is more dangerous? Neither should be treated carelessly. A pony may look cute, but it can bite, kick, bolt, or push with real force. People often underestimate ponies because they are small, and that is a mistake. A mule can also kick hard and defend itself strongly if it feels trapped or mistreated. Its calm look does not mean it is harmless. The safest rule is simple. Respect both. A small equine is still powerful. A cute face does not cancel strong legs, and a quiet animal still has instincts. Now listen to the sound. If the animal makes a normal horse-like neigh or whinny, that fits pony. If it makes a strange sound that seems like a horse whinny mixed with a donkey bray, that points toward mule. A mule's voice can be unforgettable because it carries both sides of its background. But in photos and silent videos, you cannot use sound. That is why the visual clues matter so much. This is exactly why people online confuse them. A photo appears on social media. The animal is small. It has a saddle. It stands beside a fence. Someone calls it a pony. Thousands of people believe it. But if you look again, the body is long, the ears are tall, and the face is donkey-like. It was a mule the whole time. The same mistake happens in farms, zoos, old movies, cartoons, and casual conversation. People use one lazy rule: small equals pony. But nature... Now imagine both animals standing side by side. The pony looks close to the ground. Its body is rounded and full. Its neck is thick. Its legs are short and sturdy. Its mane may be full. Its tail looks horse-like. It gives the impression of a tough little horse built like a barrel. The mule stands differently. It may look longer through the middle. Its legs may seem taller under the body. Its ears rise higher. Its head may look longer. Its chest can seem narrower. Its body may look less round and more rectangular. It gives the impression of an animal built for trails, work, and careful movement. That image is the key. Pony equals compact horse shape. Mule equals longer hybrid shape. Now look at the movement. Ponies often move with quick, energetic steps. Some look bouncy because their legs are shorter and their bodies are compact. They can be lively, playful, and bold. Mules often move with steady purpose. They are famous for careful foot placement, especially on rocky trails and rough ground. A mule often looks like it is thinking about where each foot should land. This movement clue is powerful. A pony may move like a small horse with energy and bounce. A mule may move like a careful traveler with patience and balance. Of course, every animal is different. Training, age, health, and personality all matter. But the general impression helps. Now, let's clear another myth. A mule is not just a donkey. A donkey is its own animal. A mule is created from a donkey and a horse. That is why mules can look more horse-like than donkeys, but still carry donkey features. Long ears, narrow hooves, a cautious mind, and a unique voice are all clues. And a pony is not a mule, not a donkey, and not a baby horse. A pony is part of the horse family. It is a small horse type with its own proportions, strength, and history. Ponies can breed like horses. Mules, because they are hybrids, are usually sterile. That means most mules cannot produce babies of their own. You do not need deep science to identify them, but this fact shows how different they really are. One is a small horse. The other is a hybrid. That is not a small difference. That is the whole mystery. Now let's build the practical test. You see a small equine in a field. You have 5 seconds. First, ignore the color. Color is not reliable. Ponies can be brown, black, gray, chestnut, spotted, or almost any horse color. Mules can also come in many colors. A brown pony and a brown mule can look very similar from far away. Second, ignore the saddle. People ride ponies, people ride mules, people use both for work. A saddle does not tell you the species or type. A cart does not tell you either. Both can pull and carry. Third, look at the body. Is it short, thick, rounded, and compact? Pony, is it longer, leaner, narrower, and more angular? Mule. Fourth, look at the ears. Moderate horse-like ears point toward pony. Tall donkey-like ears point toward mule. Fifth, look at the face and movement. Horse-like face and bouncy horse-like movement point toward pony. Longer face, careful steps, and a donkey-like expression point toward mule. That is the 5-second test. Body, ears, face, movement. In that order. Now here is the one sentence you can remember forever. A pony looks like a small horse built like a power tank. A mule looks like a horse and donkey blended into one work-ready animal. That simple picture solves most confusion. But why does body shape reveal so much? Because body shape comes from purpose. A pony's compact body helps explain its hardiness. Many ponies were shaped by tough environments where survival mattered. A thick body, sturdy legs, and efficient metabolism made them useful and resilient. A mule's longer, leaner body reflects its hybrid background and working purpose. It needed endurance, sure-footedness, and strength over difficult land. The shape is not random, it is history made visible. This is why animal identification is more than naming. It teaches you how life is built. A body is a clue, a hoof is a clue, an ear is a clue, a way of walking is a clue. Every animal carries its story on the outside if you know how to read it. Now picture a child at a farm pointing at a small animal and saying, "Look, a pony." The animal lifts its long ears, turns its narrow face, and walks away with careful steps. The child may be wrong, but the mistake is understandable. The animal is small, it is calm, it is wearing farm animal clothing in the human mind, but the body has already revealed the truth. Now picture another animal, short and round, with a thick mane, deep belly, strong little legs, and a bold expression. It may be fully grown. It may be strong enough to pull a cart. It may be smart enough to test every fence on the farm. That is not a baby horse. That is a pony. This is the hidden clue most people miss. A pony's small size is not the story. Its proportions are the story. A mule's long ears are not the whole story. Its hybrid body is the story. Now let's compare the tail. A pony usually has a horse-like tail, often full from the top, though grooming and breed can change how it looks. A mule's tail can vary, but it may show more donkey influence, sometimes with less fullness at the top and more hair toward the lower part. This is not always the easiest clue, but when combined with the body and ears, it can help. Look at the hooves, too, if you are close enough. Ponies have horse-like hooves, often tough depending on the breed. Mules often have hard, narrow, durable hooves from the donkey side. This helps them on rough ground, but in most videos, hooves are hard to judge quickly, so use them as a backup clue. The neck is another useful detail. A pony's neck is often thick and strong for its height. It adds to the compact look. A mule's neck may look straighter, thinner, or less rounded, depending on the animal. This can make the mule's silhouette look more stretched and less pony-like. The back also matters. A pony often has a short, strong back that fits the round body. A mule may have a longer, flatter-looking back. Again, there are exceptions. But when the back, ears, face, and body all point in the same direction, the mystery becomes easy. Now let's talk about usefulness in human life. Ponies have helped people for generations. They have carried riders, pulled carts, worked farms, and lived in rough places where bigger horses might need more food. Their small bodies made them practical, but their strength made them valuable. A good pony is not just cute, it is capable. Mules have also earned deep respect. They have carried supplies through mountains, worked farms, pulled wagons, and traveled across rough land. They are famous for being sure-footed, careful, and tough. In many places, a mule was not a second-choice animal. It was the smart choice for hard work. So, which one is more surprising? The pony surprises people because it is much stronger and smarter than its size suggests. The mule surprises people because it is not simply a strange-looking horse. It is a powerful hybrid with endurance, memory, caution, and toughness. Both are useful. Both are intelligent. Both are misunderstood. But if you call every small equine a pony, you erase the mule's story. And if you call every long-eared small animal a donkey, you erase the mule again. Correct names matter because they help us see the animal clearly. Now, let's make the final comparison simple. A pony has a horse body in a smaller, thicker package. A mule has a mixed body, shaped by horse and donkey together. A pony's outline is round, compact, and low. A mule's outline is longer, narrower, and more angular. A pony's ears are horse-like. A mule's ears are often donkey-like. A pony's voice is horse-like. A mule's voice often mixes horse and donkey sounds. This is the difference that hides in plain sight. And once you learn it, you start noticing it everywhere. In old farm photos, in trail riding videos, in county fair clips, in children's books, in social media captions. You begin to see how often people guess wrong because they only looked at size. But the real animal detective does not guess from size. The real animal detective reads the body. So next time you see a small animal standing beside a fence, do not rush. Let your eyes travel from the legs to the belly, from the back to the neck, from the ears to the face. Ask one simple question. Is this animal built like a compact little horse or like a longer horse-donkey blend? If it is compact, round, thick, and horse-like, you are probably looking at a pony. If it is longer, leaner, narrower, with long ears and a more donkey-like face, you are probably looking at a mule. That is the truth behind the confusion. Ponies and mules may share the same farms, the same trails, the same saddles, and the same human world, but they are not the same animal. One is a small horse shaped by hardiness and compact strength. The other is a hybrid shaped by endurance, caution, and the powerful mix of horse and donkey. Remember the order. Look at the body first, then the ears, then the face, then the movement. A pony looks like a small horse built like a power tank. A mule looks like a longer, leaner work animal with donkey clues hidden in plain sight. And once you see that body shape, the mystery is over. You will never look at a small horse the same way again.